All right, hello everyone. Here we are. Setting up for this shot. Either cat or big dog, either one is going to be ideal. Hole number 7 here. We're going to go berserker. Very similar. If you didn't see me pull this shot off with the Apocalypse on the first guide, you may want to check out that first guide. I get over there. I talk about kind of the precision of this shot. It's not going to be easily replicated. You're really going to have to be on point with that perfect ball timing. Also, be very good with your setup. You really don't have a lot of room for error. You kind of have it like a great ball on either side, but that assumes that your lineup is absolutely perfect, which is actually really, really tough to do. Now, I believe I had a 9 something on the last guide. I'm actually going to start to come off of the top spin because I know I don't need it. I don't need to be down as far as I just was last time. As far as alignment goes, I'm going to try to, essentially line myself up. You can see with what I'm doing with the crosshair, just kind of pointing it towards the left. I expect when it actually curls to actually land much more over here. So I'm just trying to factor that in. Also keep in mind that I'm going to be taking off some of the speed because of the fact that this is an 11 win this time. As I mentioned, we're not going to have a lot of room for error. So there you can see a great ball to the right. Let's just see how it's going to affect it. It looks like I'm good. Perfect ball would have been, maybe on the left edge. So you do got to be very, very precise. You can see that's a much better shot. I started to just come in on the power a little bit. So, you can get over there with a Apoc 2, a Apoc 3. You just might have to change your line just a little bit, but also keep in mind that you got to be very precise. I'm thinking about things like a Apoc 3, a Apoc 4. It doesn't have very good accuracy. So if you great ball that, let's say I great balled that, how's it going to impact the shot? You might only have like a 1 out to hit the fairway with that club because it's just not accurate. So that means, if your alignment's perfect, you'll need perfect ball to maybe hold the fairway. There's a good chance. If your alignment's a little bit off, you might need a great ball to actually hit the fairway. So it's going to be one of those really touchy shots. Hard to do. Definitely hard to replicate. But that's what you'll want to try to focus on because it's going to give you a very, very good chance to be able to get this one. So what'll be nice is going with the cat because it actually has more backspin than this. Ideally, I'd like to go more than 4 backspin. Now, what I'm going to need to try to do is try to hook it around this tree a bit. So I'm going to try to aim somewhere over here. And you can see with what I'm doing with my alignment as well. +5 and kind of where I am with the shadows. And we're just going to try it over here because I was at least 5 rings light on my last attempt of this. So that looks much, much better. But as I mentioned, with the Cataclysm, you're going to have quite a bit more hook that you can do. Keep in mind that it looks like my hook amount was right. I was very aggressive with my the power level. So if I set that up farther and just add a couple yards as opposed to going more left, because I was happy with how many rings I went in terms of where that landed, to increase the amount of hook and curl around the tree, you'll probably just want to push up a little bit farther. So that's why I was trying to look at it from a side view, because what you'll see that you'll want to do is you'll want to just position it maybe two more rings longer, as opposed to just pulling straight up, as opposed to going more left or right. And that'll actually cause it to hook more, and it'll also, basically get it to land more towards the right as well, because it'll be in the air a little bit longer. But here you can see, we get it onto the green. We give ourselves, we probably won't be at max here. Just a little bit inside. And there you can see, perfect ball. Going to be able to roll this one straight down into the cup. So very good opportunity for eagle. As I mentioned, with Cataclysm, If you have the luxury of being able to bring that, using 5 backspin is a little bit safer. I wouldn't have to land as short as I did because I only had 4.5 backspin. So once I get to 5, 5.5, even 6 backspin. So ideally, that's what I would do, is I would try to land it a little bit closer to the green, and maybe do it with maybe about 6.5 backspin to really be able to crank that up and get that cutting harder towards the right, and I wouldn't have to land so close to the rough. It makes it a little bit more safe of a shot. But there you can see, we can get this eagle relatively easy, which really gives guys with a pock advantage. So with that in mind, if you don't feel that you can get it into that fairway there and be able to get to the green in 2 like that and consistently get that eagle, you're probably better off going up the Master. I got to be honest with you. So do keep that in mind. Good luck with this hole, and see you guys next time.